The next day, Norman, Thomas, Duck, and Oliver were all ready to go. Oliver had a cargo car to carry whatever treasure they found. Toad was also coming along. Sir Topham Hatt and Emmet arrived. They climbed into the cargo car and the engine set off. They traveled along the Little Western branch line until they came to a fork in the track. "The map says to turn left," said Emmet. So the engines went left and traveled down an old disused track. They traveled through a thick forest, and soon they came to a bridge. "The map says we should be going down the side of the hill," said Emmet, but there were no rails to help them get down there. In the distance, Thomas could see an old track down below at the bottom of the hill. "Maybe if we continue, we can find a way down there," he said. Thomas began to move, but Oliver hadn't moved yet. Thomas bumped into Toad, and his front wheels came off the rails. They were now dangling off the side dangerously. "Oh no, help!" cried Thomas. "Hold on," said Norman. He carefully cuddled up to Thomas. He tried to pull him back, but Thomas's wheels wouldn't get on the rails. "Come on," said Norman, and he gave a great heave, but he bumped into Duck and the three engines fell off the side of the bridge. They landed on the ground and started rolling down the hill. They reached the bottom of the hill, hit the track, and landed on them. "Whoa!" cried Duck. "That was crazy!" Oliver made his way down the track and soon reached the bottom of the hill. He was relieved to see his friends still in one piece. The engines then continued on their way down the old track. They soon came to a dead end, and there, in front of them, was a golden engine. "Wow, look at that," said Oliver. "I can't see," said Toad. "Mr. Oliver, turn around." "That engine looks just like Thomas," said Emmet. The engine was loaded onto the cargo car, and the engines were about to head back, but then trouble struck. Thomas, Duck, and Oliver had all run out of coal. "Well, I guess we're stuck," said Duck. "We've made it this far," said Sir Topham Hatt. "We can't just call it quits now." "Norman, will you be able to get all these engines back to the junction?" "I'll try," said Norman confidently. Sir Topham Hatt and Emmet climbed into Toad, and Norman started making his way back down the line. And after a lot of heaving and hauling, Norman finally managed to get the engines back to the junction. James and Stephanie were nearby and found the engines, and they brought them to the coal hopper. After that, the engines brought the golden engine to Nafford. Richard was there waiting. "Father, may I have a quick word with you?" he asked. Sir Topham Hatt and Richard stepped into Cgiben. A few minutes later, Sir Topham Hatt stepped outside. "Alright, engines," said Sir Topham Hatt. "First off, I'd like to thank and congratulate all four of you for helping to find this hidden treasure." The engines smiled. Next thing I want to say, said Tom Hand, Norman, I would like to apologize for accusing you of causing that accident at the quarry. Richard told me that Boulder said that the cargo car you knocked off the bridge landed under the bridge. The cargo car that was on the crossing was placed there by Stafford. Norman was cross at Stafford, but was thrilled that he was not to take the blame. Hey Norman, said Thomas, I didn't get a chance to say this, but thank you for attempting to rescue me on that bridge. You're welcome, said Norman. The golden engine was put on display at the museum, and Norman was given a much-needed new coat of paint. The engines were able to call Norman their friend again, and for the first time in many months, everything was back to normal.